Alright, greetings folks. Welcome to another video by Genexis Sabers. This is going to be the third time I try to record this video. The last video was really blurry and I just couldn't take it. So again, we're looking at the Mace Windu version 2x89 Sabers. So this is as you can see, it's a very elegant looking saber. Be our fingerprint magnet at the top part. It's chrome, mostly chromed, and there's some rubber groups at the bottom. So this comes, this takes in a 7-inch blade, and this is the Neopixel setup using a Proffieboard. So one thing to note is that the pommel is pretty small, so it takes in probably a 24 to a 22-inch speaker. In this setup, I'm using a 22-inch speaker. So it's loaded with Proffie OS5.x, which means there is gesture ignition, swing-ons, and twist off. So the power button is here, it's nicely hidden, and this is the auxiliary button. So let's change the font first.
This part is over.
Right, so this is the main font. So swing on, twist off. So stock blade plug is not Neopixel enabled, but this is installed with Stoke's MPXL integrated LED PCB, so that shouldn't be the problem. And let's open up. This is installed with a removable battery, and I'm able to squeeze in a nice crystal chamber at the bottom over here. So this is the 20mm speaker, which is pretty loud, as you can hear it just now. So the design of the chassis makes a huge difference, and also the pommel is pretty small, so the outlet itself, this is even smaller than the 20mm, so I'm not even sure if putting in a bigger speaker will really help with the volume also. But anyway, it is already quite loud for 20mm and with the current setup right now. Now if I could only get this back. Right, so let's take a look at this thing. So one thing to note is that I'm not able to put in a kill switch over here, so but then the battery comes off pretty easily. It won't drop out, but you can peel off this way, and that's the way to power off. You can put a small piece of paper to block the connectivity when you are moving around, but then the minute you put in the battery,
This part is over.
it powers on. So one thing to know is that, remember, the positive points downwards and the negative is upwards, so don't ever make the mistake of swapping it around. You'll burn out the board and the crystal chamber. So before I go into the blade styles, I just want to show you that there's a bit of modification to these hilts. I've installed I've drilled in a 3mm hole here to put a grub screw or a set screw over here to hold the chassis in, because to access the soundboard, you pull it out, and this chassis is fully removable. Oh. That's a swing on in action. So this uses the 6-rail PCB designed by me. So I sent it for fabrication, and so this one passes the signal, the Neopixel, the switches, everything into the top part of the hilt, which is here. So it's fully removable. And I did a stress test, so I ran one of the very intensive blades. It's a red color with a lot of white flashes, and the bottom part of it is white. I ran it until I ran it for the duration of the full batteries. It drained from 4.2 volts all the way to 3.4 volts, and it works well. So that's how I actually stress test this thing to make sure that there's no safety concern or anything. So anyway, the Proffieboard is here. You just lift it out, you can access the Proffieboard. And to put it back, just slot it back in. There is a groove over here. I'm not sure you can see it. Let me adjust the lighting a little. It's a bit better this way. There is a groove at the side over here that you must align with the grub screw. Once you align that, push it in so that the pogo pins will be compressed, and you just take a 1.5mm set screw and screw it in. You don't over tighten it. It doesn't have to be tight. So long as it's flush, the thread should be able to you will not hit the set screw, and there you go. Right now, let's take a look at some of the blade styles available. I'm going to put in my favorite 7-inch blade. So this is not provided for this time. So set screw here. So this is a very small blade plug. If you can see, this comes stock. It's a very small one, and you can see the Neopixel MPXL PCB inside here. So I'm going to put in this lid, and I'm just going to tighten it, press it down, and good. First fun. You know what? Let's do it with the crystal chamber. Battle mode. So let's change it. Darth Raven's form. This is also a purple blade. Swing the red. You cannot see too well here. So, I wanted to show this thing.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
If you go to force mode, it becomes a red color blade, and Luke Skywalker. Force mode. Rey Skywalker. Darth Vader's font. Force mode. Kylo Ren. Supposed to show the crystal chamber, sorry about that. So this is the white color base and red color blade I was using to stress test the 6 rail. So you can see that there's a lot of flashes on it. Senate Majority, one of my favorites. And we are back, Mace Windu. So there you have it. Let's turn it off. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, please support my site, GeneXisSabers.com, and there will be more ready to ship sabers available, and I'll update the announcement page time to time to share with you guys what I have in the plans. Thank you very much and enjoy.